Hello and welcome everyone to another update video here on this channel about Bitcoin, Ethereum and Quant. I will go through all of those charts, show you my actual expectations, price targets and scenarios which I have for those coins due to the Elliott wave analysis method. And if you don't want to miss out on that in the future, don't forget to leave a subscription down below this video, activate the small little bell and enjoy this video. And we are starting here today straight on the Bitcoin 4-hour time frame. And as you can see here highlighted in yellow, my primary scenario remains still that we are seeing one breakdown here in a C wave, so which would mean a 5-wave move towards the downside here, which goes below this point because this was in my opinion an A wave low. Yeah? So my target here for this breakdown in the breakdown scenario would be between 17,500 and 19,500 US dollars. So that's still my primary expectations because we are still in my target area here for the breakdown scenario. If we are breaking above, there is of course the option that practically this ABC has already been complete, and we are now already in this third wave. But due to the structure, let's call it like that, due to the way how this structure unfolded, in comparison to how a 5-wave move in the optimum case is looking, like highlighted here in yellow in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this looks quite different. So that's what I've been telling you here on this channel since a few days already. And yeah, we are still in the same area. We didn't push higher. We didn't see the sell-off towards the downside. So we still need to be open for both options in my opinion. My primary expectation is at the moment that we are breaking down, that this is not a third wave, because a third wave in the optimum case looks like that. Like that are the proportions which we are hoping for in an impulse in a third wave. And this looks for me personally like a diagonal pattern. So practically what can this be? That can actually be the first wave here of this third wave here towards the upside, but then we would bounce really high, because this would be a big first wave, because as you can see, the first wave, when we are measuring here the distance from the downside towards the target here to the upside, I would expect a smaller wave 1 than that. So I would expect a wave 1 which is like in this size practically, that we are really coming up in a 5-wave move up to the target here, let's say 37,000 US dollars or 36,500. But since this is such a big move, I would personally see it right now as an ABC structure, which would mean that this is an overshooting B wave here. We have bottomed here only in an A wave and we are coming down once more in the C wave in this target. But we need to observe both of the options. The C wave is a 5-wave move. So what would be the first indication that we are in the breakdown count? It would practically be an impulse down and a corrective move up, because that would be a 1-2 setup towards the downside. And then I would expect the 3rd, 4th and also 5th wave here. So that is here the breakdown scenario. But if we are keep pushing higher, we need to somehow adapt the opportunity that we are in this 3rd wave. But as you can see, it's not really looking like it. But I still have it on the chart, or I still tell you that there could be the option that this is a 3rd wave. So that's why I'm personally considering both as possible options. Let's now have a look at Ethereum chart, and there you can see that we somehow got a breakout towards the upside out of this upward sloping price channel. And this is actually a first indication that we could be in a 3rd wave rally, but we have there the absolute same bearish alternative count, or the same bearish option, that this is only a B wave of a wave 2, and we are coming down in a C wave once more in the target here below the A wave low, let's say between 1,200 and 1,400 US dollars, and then we can get the bounce here in the 3rd wave towards the upside up to a price target of approximately 2,430 US dollars. So that are practically the same two options for Ethereum as well. The only difference is, or what I'm noticing here, is that Ethereum already broke out. So practically, if I'm looking at those charts separately, I would personally think that Ethereum could be in this 3rd wave. For Bitcoin, it's not looking like that. But I don't really think that Ethereum is moving up in a third wave and Bitcoin is breaking down in a C wave. So one of them is let's say somehow not reliable or not moving reliable to the wave count. And that's why I'm personally observing both options, because one of them is not telling us the truth, in my opinion. I mean, okay, there is as well the option that Ethereum goes up, Bitcoin breaking down, but I personally don't consider it as too likely. What I'm speaking about more often is that it's possible, for example, if both of them moving up, what I have already told you in the past on this channel, or what sometimes happens in the market is that when we are not in the same wave count, sometimes it happens that, for example, Bitcoin and Ethereum are both moving down, but one of them is making a lower low and the other one is not. Or both of them are rising towards the upside and one of them is making a higher high and one of them not. So that are, of course, opportunities which can happen, but I don't consider it as too likely. So that's why I'm personally observing both of those options, because in my opinion, one of them will most likely fail. So rather the third wave for Ethereum is not going to work out and we are coming down here against the likelihoods, let's say it like that, on this chart again in this downside area. For Bitcoin, it can also practically go higher and disappoint on that chart. So you can see, since we are in this trend reversal area here, the likelihood is shifting if we are pushing above, and that happened practically for Ethereum. So that's why I'm personally not very sure in the moment right now which of those scenarios is playing out, that this is a third wave or that we are coming down once more in the C wave. But I'm right now on the sidelines waiting for a first indication of which scenario is playing out, and when my decision is made, I'm entering the next trade. So that's my actual game plan right now. And if we're looking at the Quant chart right now, there is practically only the breakdown scenario on the chart for me personally. I already told you that 4 or 5 months ago, when we were at the beginning of January, I placed 2 target areas here on the chart. The first one is up there, the second one is down there. You can see the first one was reached absolutely perfect. We got rejected from there and we are moving down since we got rejected. The second target area is not reached yet, but I think we are moving down and we are going to reach it, because that is, in my opinion, an ABC structure here towards the downside. And the minimum expectation for this C wave would be to go below the A wave low. Everything else would be a truncated C wave, which is possible, but very, very, let's say, rarely. So in my opinion, this can easily be an ending diagonal in a C wave with a 1-2 setup up here, a third wave down, now a fourth wave triangle. So this looks really like textbook. And now one last impulse towards the downside here in the target area before we can reverse towards the upside. So that would also be in line with the C wave breakdown count for Bitcoin and Ethereum. So let's see, for Quant, this opinion is what I'm thinking for a very, very long time, for a few months already. And Bitcoin is also not showing too much strength, in my opinion, right now. So that's why I'm more focusing on the downside, but I need to take both scenarios into consideration, and that's what I'm preparing you here for on this channel. If you don't want to miss out on that in the future, if you want to get all of my updates as soon as possible, don't forget to leave a subscription down below this video, activate the small little bell so you will always get notified when I upload a new video here for you on this channel. And I thank you very much, as always, for your support. I thank you very much for your nice comments, and I hope we will see each other in the next video here again on this channel. Ciao, ciao.